It was a good way to end practice there with Lumi Kaba.
Yeah, that was a good kick, 60 yards plus. Curved right in. That was nice. Nice to know that he can do that. And we'll see if the right situation puts us in a position to try one.
How was the overtime work today?
Good situational work, good lessons to be learned. Defense got a couple turnovers. They just need to fall on the ball. They had the game won. Things you got to learn from those situations, and that's why we do all these right now, to put them in them so they do learn.
You're pleased with your offense, the progress that they made yesterday. What did you feel about them today?
I thought both sides of the ball were a little lethargic, a little bit of the grind of two-a-days. I didn't think this was our best practice. I blame the leaders and the coaches as much as anything for not getting it going, and we grinded through it. And you know, when you're on practice 14 and the amount of time we've done it, that's sometimes you do that, but that doesn't mean we're going to accept it.
Any kind of about the kicking situation? I mean, has Luby sort of separated himself, or is it still a dead heat right now for both kicker and punter?
I would say Lumi is our punter right now. I don't know if we're ready to make any kind of decisions about place kicker or kickoff at this point in time. He's certainly got the probably a little better leg than Sherm, though Sherm made a long field goal last night and he missed his. So it's been a pretty good battle there. We'll take our time and look at all the data and all the numbers of every kick they've kicked all through camp. It won't be just based on one night. It'll be based on we keep track of every kick, every punt, every catch, every drop, everything. And when it comes time to make decisions on like who's going to be the punt returner, it's going to be the guy with the highest percentage of catches. And same with the kickers. We'll look at all the data and then make a final decision.
Coach, how do you describe this stretch of practice in week 2 fall camp? You're 2 weeks out from the game, kind of middle of fall camp right now.
Well, this is the real grind these next 4 or 5 days. You know, their legs are a little tired, but you know what? Every team in America is in this right now. Some of them are coming out of it and starting school, but you know, everybody's going through it. The team that grinds through it the best is the team that's going to be most prepared for the season. And if you don't grind through it and get prepared for the season, then you're trying to catch up when the season starts, and that's not the way you want it. So, you know, it is what it is. That's why we do this. And the challenge builds toughness, and if it doesn't build toughness, then you're going to get beat anyway. So they got to understand that, and they got to grind through it, and they got to push themselves, and they got to push each other. And you know, the mental toughness that gets developed comes from being able to handle situations like this.
Coach, I was looking at your linebackers today. You know, I've just been trying to gauge their progress so far in fall camp. How do you feel they've been so far?
Erratic. I think Troy's done. I say Troy all the time. Trey's done fairly consistent, but the rest of them have been up and down. And we need somebody to kind of emerge. You know, they make some good plays, and then they make some bonehead plays. They make some good tackles, and then they don't. So I think we're inconsistent, and we're at that point in time where we need to start being more consistent at that position by more than one person.
Coach, what about the safety position? You mentioned the secondary made some plays today. How would you say that the safety position is coming together so far?
Pretty well. I think Damani has a great command back there. He's kind of the quarterback back there. Easy is doing good things. A real force when he blitzes. Dilla has started back there for us. Demetrius Woodard is playing pretty well. He's having a good camp. You know, Stephon Johnson's having a good camp. I think we have a chance to develop a little depth, rotation maybe a little bit that we never really quite had last year. So I hope that will be more of a strength for our defense. Last year I think it was a weakness at times.